Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, and welcome back to Seven Nights. Today we're taking a look at a new character, but before I begin, I wanted to show you a few new awesome characters I got. I got her, and wait for it, her too. Yeah. But I wasn't going to Mythic Awaken her first, although I believe they have given away a whole bunch of awakening stars. For somebody else, but I Mythic Awakened her first because of course I did. I had to. I got lucky with her. It was from a daily reward. They were giving away some of the 7 Knights of Old. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their character list correctly. I believe that's what they're called, but they gave one away for free, and she's the one I got, and she is exactly what I needed. I'm so glad I got it. Right now, we're going to take a look at a new 7 Knight of Old. Her name is Rosie. That is a very normal name. That is a very, very normal name. I'm surprised we have a character with a regular name now. Very surprised. But alright. Oh, I did not mean to go here first things first. But you know what? Let's see what this looks like real quick. I love what I see so far. I didn't mean to go there so fast, but I'm glad I did. That was just a sneak peek, my fellow gamers. Let's see what else she can do. But alright, what does her passive do? Now, her passive is very fascinating, because there is a lot of synergy with her Mythic Awakening skill, which I will be getting to in a minute, but it's really, really deadly if used correctly. What this does is it grants her immunity, but at level 50, this is a bit of a problem because there's no way a lot of people are going to have her at level 50 right away, but this effect is enhanced to a repeated Void Shield. So whenever she dies, the shield comes back when she revives. Again, this only works if she's level 50, and not a lot of people are going to have her right away at level 50, but this is still a very deadly effect. As for the rest of her passive, she increases the effect attack rate to all allies by 25%. At level 46, she increases the debuff rate to all allies by 25% as well, and she attacks 2 enemies with every basic attack. Being a universal character, this passive can be very powerful on her, especially if you build up defensive items. She can be quite the tank with this kind of passive, and you may actually consider building her as some type of support character after you get a look at this ability here. What this does is she debuffs all enemies by 3 turns, and decreases the resistance to all enemies by 50% for 3 turns as well. A second effect increases the caster's magic attack by 50% for 3 turns. This is one of those abilities you would love to bring in some castle rush, some raids, things like that, and the new dungeons they have for the newer characters. I'm pretty sure all of these effects can be applied to those very, very big beefy enemies they have in those dungeons. Now, she's obviously going to be excellent in the arena, because a debuff like this on the enemy team is going to be very useful. I know it's a little unusual because the AI is going to use this right away if you don't have any other allies on your team that have support abilities. Like Rudy, for example, he has an ability that doesn't really do any damage as much as it does support your team. If you don't have any more allies like that, the AI is probably going to use this ability first. And that can be a problem, but the reason it's not all that bad is because that resilience decrease is really, really strong. It's really powerful in both PvP and PvE. And if the AI decides to use it early game, you could potentially not only be reducing the resilience, but you could be removing some very key buffs that you want to get rid of on the enemy team. With just this ability alone, I can tell you that we will be seeing her in both PvP and PvE because of how useful it is in pretty much every scenario, especially in PvE. because there are some really beefy enemies, especially in the newer dungeons. But alright, let's take a look at her second active ability. I mean, I just gotta have this hero now. This ability is ridiculous. She deals 130% piercing magic damage to all enemies 2 times. You know what? That's not bad. But she has a 150% chance to insta-death the target for 2 turns. Are you... Bro. This just means she has a chance to kill everybody. If you don't have debuff resistance, you gonna get killed by this ability. One ability, everybody's dead. I mean, it's gonna take 2 turns for you to die, but everybody's gonna die if you don't have debuff resistance. Because this is a 150% status chance ability. If you don't have any debuff resistance, it's gonna happen. That's ridiculous. That is... Oh, man. Yes. Death CC is back, and by storm. I mean, the damage is alright on this ability, but that's not at all the point. The point is what it does. The instant death is ridiculous. Oh, man, I love this ability so much. Don't get me wrong, though. If you don't use this at the right time, this won't really do anything because there are quite a few debuff resistances in this meta. But alright, let's take a look at her awakening skill. This skill is awesome, by the way. I can't wait to show you the animation for it. It's so cool. Now, this awakening skill takes a little bit more time to actually activate compared to the other awakening skills, but it might actually be a good thing that it takes a very long time for this to activate, because you want this to be triggered late game in the arena. Now, it might not be as useful in PvE activities, but I would definitely consider this a good thing that it triggers late game in PvP. What this ability does is she deals 150% magic damage to all enemies 3 times. She revives all dead allies by 50% of their current HP, and the Awaken item, the third option on it, adds an additional effect that grants a resurrection crystal to all allies. So that synergizes with her passive right there, and revives her again. Once she revives, she's going to have all of her void shield back, and she's going to be a problem again. So this is a really powerful, very powerful Mythic Awaken ability for the arena. Now for PvE, it might not be as effective. The resurrection crystals are going to be pretty useful there, and the damage might not mean much, but the revive and the resurrection crystals is going to be pretty useful, especially in some of the newer dungeons that are out for the heroes, like the Demon Lords. And the newest hero, she has a dungeon in there as well. You can get her if you beat the dungeon, but the enemies are really strong, and this can be pretty useful there. Pretty much every ability on this character is going to be pretty useful in those dungeons, aside from the instant death thing, which is probably best suited for arena. And that's pretty much it right there. That ability doesn't really do much for PvE. But everything else about this character is great for PvE and PvP. She is really, really good. Definitely another one of my favorite characters. But alright, let's see those animations. If you do get this character, you are definitely lucky though. I'll be talking a little bit more about her rarity later in the video, but right now, let's see the animations. I'm excited, and then I want to react to some of the new skins and the new heroes I missed. Now, I already showed you guys her Mythic basic attack, and I think I forgot to tell you what that does. Okay, I'll tell you about it afterwards. I want to see these animations. I want to show you guys her Mythic Awaken too. It's so cool.
빛의 여신을 따라 악으로부터 그들을 인도할 것입니다.
That was pretty sweet. So she is obviously a priestess of some type.
지옥의 원념이여, 칼날 속으로.
Now that's something interesting.
지옥의 망자들이여. 심연의 끝으로 인도하겠습니다.
Well, that's too cool for school right there. That was... I love this character. I gotta have her. I just gotta have her. But let's talk about her Mythic Awakened special basic attack. She deals 200% magic damage
이
to
상자
the
정말
target.
신기하지?
And she has a second effect that heals all allies by 20% of her magic damage. I have a feeling we are definitely going to see a lot of her in the arena and in PvE. So yeah, I really love the new character, but I was going to tell you guys about her rarity.
카드놀이는 어때?
There are no deals for her. There's no bonus chance of getting her from what I see anyway. It doesn't look like there is. So as far as getting her is concerned, you gotta get really lucky. Like, really, really lucky. I didn't want to do that, but alright. Yeah, you gotta get super, super lucky if you want to get her. Or you can buy her. You can spend a lot of money, you can buy her. I actually wouldn't mind doing that, to be honest with you, because she is so rare. But I was going to tell you guys a little bit about OK phone. Yes, my phone is almost out of power. As soon as I charge it up a little bit, I'm going to come back and show you guys, give you guys some pointers on how you can actually cut through these guys like butter. Alright, but before we take a look at that, I want to see all the characters I missed. This is actually my other account where I Mythic Awakened her. I Mythic Awakened her. As you guys can see, I kind of just Mythic Awakened whatever here. I Mythic Awakened Fenrir. Fenrir is supposed to be alright. He's not supposed to be like the greatest hero in the game. The same goes for the other Demon Lords. I am hoping that we get like a really devastating Demon Lord very soon though. Because they're not bad. They're just okay. You know? They're not heroes that I would go to if I'm trying to make a really competitive PvP build or PvE build. But they are still okay though. They're alright. But okay, let's see if we can't get the new hero. Now, her rarity is literally just that rare. If I get her at all, man, I don't know what to say if I get her. I really don't know what to say. Please? Please? No, of course not, no. We got a lot of gems here, we're gonna spend them all. Well, I got Labu. Well, you know, Labu's not bad, you know. His awakening form's pretty cool. Ooh. You've got to be kidding me. Let's see, and I got now. It's fine. It's fine. This is my silly account. I do stupid things here. But you know what? I got Regin Leaf here before I got her on my other account. So there is a little bit of luck here. I did get 2 special heroes through the summon, which is very uncommon for me on my regular account. Like, very uncommon. I never get any special heroes out of that. It'll be a miracle if I do. And it was a miracle that I got Regin Leaf like that. Really, it was. It was crazy. But yeah, I'm glad I have her. Is she a character I would Mythic Awaken first, though? I should probably get this out the way. No, I probably wouldn't Mythic Awaken her right away. She is okay, but she's just not one of those characters you would want to use competitively in both PvE and in PvP. She's just not going to be that type of hero. But alright, let's take a look at her. Now, the reason I'm so happy that I got her on my other account is because I legitimately love her character. She is really strong. I wish I could remember what her abilities do, but one of them is a single target, if I'm correct. Yeah, this is a single target attack, and it does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And I believe she has burn on her as well. But she is a really, really good character on this list. I'd say she is probably... Actually, I think she might be the best character on this list. Now, Spike's father, I never really took a look at him, but he might be a little bit better. But as you can see, all of these characters are universal. But be that as it may, they are really, really strong. And I'm kind of happy that they're universal because that means they can survive a little bit longer. But alright, let's take a look at her animations. Man, that's cool. Man, this text needs to go away. Go away, text. Leave. Free me. It should be gone now. I think it is, because my guild's usually pretty quiet on this account. Alright. Oh. Man, that was awesome. Man. Oh. Oh, man. Man. All of these characters are extremely apocalyptic, by the way, with their abilities. Now, I'm going to just go straight down the list here. Of all the animations I missed, I'm going down the whole list. Because I know it's a lot of heroes, but I'm looking at them all. Hang tight. Hang tight. I want to see everybody's. Now, this is Spike's father. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you already know what he does, so that's why the only reason I'm not reviewing these characters is because it's been so long since I've been gone, and a lot of these characters, they've been out for quite a while, and if I go over them, it's probably just going to be old news for most of you guys. I don't want to waste your time, but I want you guys to see my reaction to the animations because I hear they're all really awesome. Now, I cheated! I cheated with the Dragon Girl. I cheated. I had to. I really was curious about her abilities. I already kind of knew what Spike's father was going to do because I believe we got a glimpse of him before in a raid boss. I think that was him anyway. But yeah, we've seen him before. All right, let's see what he does. Man. Man. Boy. Oh man, I love this character. He's really cool. No pun intended. I really like his character. Now, I am curious as to who the Seven Knights of Old actually are. Now, I see. I don't want to go into this subject right away, but I wanted to tell you guys about this. I just wanted to. I told you so. I told you there was going to be a Demon Lords list. I told you. Y'all are like, well, if there's going to be a Demon Lords list, why isn't Chris on it? He's clearly one of the Demon Lords. Why is he on? I told you. I told you. I told you there's going to be a Demon Lords list. And here it is. Here it is. We'll be reacting to their animations in a minute, though. See, I told you so. I told you so. Oh, man. I'm never going to let you guys live this down. It's not happening. Alright, let's see her animations. I did cheat. I did take a look at them because I was excited. But she is a really cool character. Man.
이제 끝을 내볼까요?
Man, now I did cheat with the Demon Lords as well. I did cheat with them because I actually had to fight a couple of the Demon Lords, so I guess I didn't really have a choice there. And I think I've seen a couple of the other characters. Colt, I've seen her everywhere. She is meta in the arena right now. She is so good, so of course I saw her animations. I've seen pretty much everybody's, but I want to see them again, though. I really do. I haven't really seen Labu's, though. Mythic Awakened Labu's. I don't think I really see all those. Man!
저의 진정한 힘을 보여드리지요.
She's one of the coolest characters in this game. I really love her character because she is a giant, powerful dragon. Really like her character, but alright. Everybody has been wanting me to see Colt's animations. I've already seen them, but these, you know what, wait. I'm going to have to change the audio a little bit on this so you guys can hear how amazing these animations sound. These are some really, really cool sounding animations. The other characters have some awesome sounding animations too, but these, you're gonna have to wear headphones for these. These are nice. Isn't the mic a lot better now? You can hear my voice better. The character, you can hear her better. Everything just sounds so much better. I want to use this mic. Ooh, man, that just sounds
놓치지 않아.
안전장치 해제 완료.
콜트, 준비 완료.
I might speed it up just a little bit though. It looks really cool when it's spelled. Oh, but wait until you hear this one. Definitely wear your headphones for this.
한번 해볼까?
세계 충격.
어디 이게 뭐라고?
Okay, one more time. One more time. I gotta hear that one more time. Oh.
한번 해볼까?
세계 충격.
어디 이게 뭐라고?
Man, that sound. Oh, that's gold right there. Now I want to see this character's animations.
날 막을 수 없어.
Now I've seen her animations before, but not a lot of people really use it.
죽여주마! 안개 속으로 사라져! 죽인다! 내가 간다!
Such a cool hero. She is a really awesome character. It's just that not a lot of people use her, so I rarely get to see her awesome animations. Now I want to take a look at Lubu.
피의 전장에 한 마리 용이 빛나는구나.
I'm really excited about his animations.
달려라! 적토마!
Already liking it.
그랴!
Already
그랴!
liking it.
그랴! 이면을 꿰뚫어주마!
Yes!
붉은 태양 아래 선열이 타오르는구나!
Yeah.
나의 기백으로 천하를 뒤엎는다!
Oh, that was sick. Oh, man, I hope he's a busted hero. I'm gonna have to Mythic Awaken him too. Man, that was sick. Anybody else Mythic Awaken that I haven't seen yet on any of these other lists? No. Nope. And Dylan's just still there. Alright, let's take a look at the Demon
이런
Lord.
게 사냥이지!
Let's start out with him, Fenrir. Yes, Fenrir is from North Mythology.
사냥이다! 갈라져라! 급사를 노려주지! 사냥감 발견! 갈기갈기 찢어져라! 뭐야? 포식의 시간이다!
These animations just keep getting better and better. Really.
없는 짓이야!
These animations just... they just get better with every hero they
아직
release.
내 열기는 식지 않았다.
I'll tell you a little something special about the Demon Lords after the animation.
꼴복 싫어! 빈틈 뭐야? 자! 물러나! 자! 어딘가에 쏴버리겠다!
Just shattering the heavens here, buddy.
아! 정말 선사해주마!
This is Soot, by the way.
하찮은 존재들이야!
Soot is a fire giant in Norse mythology. He is very not fond of Thor. I can tell you that right
비책을
now.
쓸 필요도 없겠군.
Now, I can't really remember his name, but he is the world serpent
시시하군요.
in Norse mythology.
가르쳐드리죠. 작전 모습을 드러내 먹어치워라. 천지의 만물.
I did not mean to show you his awakening skill, but alright.
마주해라 너의 공포. 두려움을.
Alright, that was cool. That was cool.
지혜로운 자가 승리할 것을 자네는 승리지.
Now, I don't know much about the world serpent.
이게 나의 사명이다.
And I don't know too much about this guy's mythology either.
내가 막는다. 어디? 온몸에 몸을 내주지. 목표 선멸. 보인다. 새끼.
I mean, that guy's animations are awesome, but the only reason I didn't have the greatest reaction is because I don't know how many times I've seen his animations annihilating my team. I don't know how many times. No, right. I wanted to show you guys how you could melt through these guys in the special dungeons here for all the newer characters. Now, the Demon Lords, they aren't the best characters, although this guy right here, he's alright, but the rest of them, they're alright, you know. They're not that bad. She's probably the one I'd grind for the most here. Maybe Soot as well. But there is something I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about the Demon Lords as far as lore is concerned a little bit later, because they do connect in some way. The World Serpent, Soot, and Fenrir, they all connect in a certain way in Norse mythology that may interact with the game in a specific way. Now this guy right here, I believe he is from Chinese mythology. I'm not sure. His character anyway is from Chinese mythology, but aside from that, I don't really know much. But enough on that, let's talk more about how you're actually going to beat these dungeons. I'll tell you guys more about the lore on these guys later. Now as for these dungeons, there are a few key things you will need in order to beat them. That is high level items and direct damage heroes, like Delens for example. With Delens alone, I was able to push all the way up to this level of the dungeon, and I didn't really need much help from anyone else, but Aline is definitely a core part of my team because of her synergy with Delens' ability. Delens' passive allows him to increase total damage. Aline increases total strength. These passive effects combined can make a very deadly combo, but you will need to have all physical type characters on your team if you really want to get the most of this ability. Now, saying that, my team is mainly AoE. I don't have too many characters that deal single target damage aside from Delens and the newer hero. I'm sorry, I really keep forgetting her name even though she's one of my favorite characters in the game. Delens is definitely going to help you out in these encounters due to his extremely powerful deadly strike. Now as for items, the items you would like to have for these encounters is items that increase your attack damage in PvE. These items can be attained through raids and are very easy to get, and I believe they actually give you some selectors of these items if you are new to the game. Now, upgrading these items is where it gets a little difficult. You want to upgrade these items at least to +5 if you want to do a lot of damage here. Now, you will have more characters aside from Delens here if you build your team correctly. Unlike me, most of my characters are all AoE, and having a tank here like Rudy, I know it sounds good on paper, but not really. Rudy will get melted very easily because he does not exactly have a void shield. And although his awakening skill does in fact work on these characters, I have tested it on the last level, his awakening skill does kill somebody, but it takes a lot longer to actually charge compared to every other awakening gauge, so it's not going to happen as often. So he might just end up getting killed before you actually use the Mythic Awaken ability. But if your items are fully upgraded, and I'm not saying just +5, fully upgraded, maybe he'll survive, but as of right now, my Rudy just isn't thick enough to actually survive some of the damage that they're dealing. He might revive once, he might survive a couple of blows after that, but he doesn't last long enough for his awakening gauge to max out. So having a tank might not be the best idea. Having physical type characters that deal single target damage is what's going to really help you here. As long as you have both Delens and Aline on the team, along with characters that deal single target damage and are of the physical nature, I'm pretty sure you're going to power through this pretty quickly. Another thing you want to be very aware of is what tome you have equipped. Make sure you have the tome that increases total critical damage. It synergizes perfectly with Delens' Deadly Strike because it's guaranteed critical. This tome is extremely useful, especially for PvE. Now, in PvP, critical damage increase might not be all that great because if you have a guaranteed critical, it's bound to do a lot of damage anyway. Now, as for pets, normally I would recommend the Dark Spirit, but these guys have a very annoying stun, so I would actually recommend you bring Spike's pet along here so you can have that slight increase in resistance against status effects. Normally, I would just bring Spike and forget it, but I couldn't really fit him on the team, and he just ended up getting killed pretty quickly, and it didn't seem to matter regardless. because the match kept going on for quite some time and his buff ended up going away. But having an increased resistance against status effects actually seemed to work a lot better anyway, because the effect is permanent and it never goes away. So having a pet like that is an excellent idea. So have a setup where a lot of characters deal direct damage to a single target, and make sure that they are all offensive, physical characters, and make sure that you have at least Delins and Aline on your team with those characters. Not the 3 characters I have right here, maybe the newer character, but I don't know about Colt and Rudy. I don't know about them two. They both have AoE attacks, and Rudy, he's just a tank. It's probably not a good idea to have just a tank in there with you. But yeah, hopefully this guide helps you guys understand what to do a little bit better with this dungeon, and helps you power through it and get the new hero. But alright, let's take a look at some of the skins. I've been wanting to react to these for quite some time.
나의 부티크에 온 걸 환영하네.
Now, unfortunately, some of the skins are gone, but I really wanted to show you guys a couple of the newer ones. Where is it? Ah, yes, here we go.
뭐 하고 낼까? 재밌는 거라면 뭐든지.
Can you tell any difference with this skin? Just please point it out. Point out to me. What is different about this skin right here? Is there anything different about this? Now, do you see a difference now?
거라면 뭐든지.
Do you see any difference? They have a skirt, guys. They got a skirt.
뭐 하고 낼까? 재밌는 거라면 뭐든지.
They got a skirt. What a magnificent change, right?
우리를 구원할 길을 찾아내겠다.
The best skin as of yet, but developers, I'm telling you, please, I'm on my knees here. I'm on my knees. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Make a gender swap Delins next year. Please. 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 That would be great. And a gender swap Rudy too. That would be great. But alright, that's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. But before I go, a little something special about the Demon Lords. Now, they have a very specific connection with each other. An event, actually, a Norse event called Ragnarok. Now, this is made reference to the end of time, in a way. All the horrors of the Norse mythology came together and just attacked the heavens. And I've seen a lot of attacking of the heavens in these guys' animations, so I'm imagining that maybe we might see a Ragnarok or something happen in Seven Knights. Maybe that's going to be the next big event, is some type of Ragnarok. Who knows? But alright, that's all I really have time for. But as you guys can see, there's something else I wanted to show you really quick. Is in these events, like these little dungeons right here, you can actually buy like a little bit of an expansion, and it can give you like some icons for the characters and some other cool loot. It's really awesome. I'm smacked that they have something like that in this game. That's really cool. I mean, all the characters have their own unique icon. I might get the World Serpent's icon, because that guy's probably one of the coolest Demon Lords. He's definitely one of my favorites in there. I like Soot too, though. I don't know. It's one or the other. Soot or the World Serpent. I don't know. What do you guys think? Who should I get? I'm thinking about getting the World Serpents, because just that color. And he just looks so cool in them glasses. One or the other. I was thinking about getting both, but I'm only going to use one of the icons, though. I don't know. We'll have to see. But for now, my fellow gamers, that is all the time I've left for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. This is one of the longest Seven Knights videos I have ever made in quite some time. I gotta come out with a King of the Arena video or something later. But in the meantime, my fellow gamers, take it easy for me. And please, please do. Have a happy holiday. And please do have a happy Resurrection Sunday. It's Resurrection Sunday here in America. I hope your day is blessed. I really do. Remember what Christ did for us on the cross. Meantime, my fellow gamers, take it easy for me, and please do have a blessed day. Bye.